Welcome back, beautiful souls. What if I told you the most luxurious thing about your life was you? Not your wardrobe, not your apartment, not the car you drive or the candle you light. You, your presence, your rhythm, your discernment, your self-concept. There's a quote I heard recently that stopped me in my tracks. People don't see you as a luxury until you do. Let that land, because today's episode isn't about what you buy, it's what you become. Welcome to the Christina DiStefano podcast, where we explore the intersection of mindset to manifestation and the art of becoming in your space, your style, and your soul. I'm your host, Christina DiStefano, luxury real estate advisor, designer, and guide for the woman you're becoming. Here we go beyond surface level design and traditional success. We talk about transforming your home as a portal, embodying your next level identity, and creating a life that feels as good as it looks. If you're ready to step into your fullest expression with courage, intention, and beauty, you're in the right place. Let's begin. There's a moment in every woman's life when she stops chasing the aesthetic of luxury and starts embodying the energy of it. It's the moment she no longer asks for permission to slow down, to speak softly, to take up space in her own life. It's the moment she realizes luxury isn't out there, it's in here. In the way she treats herself, in the standards she holds, in the boundaries she honors. The woman who walks slowly through her morning is more powerful than the one who sprints to prove her worth. You don't have to strive to be seen as valuable. You simply have to remember that you already are. Let's get something straight. Luxury is not a label. It's not a brand name. It's not square footage. Luxury is a myth. It's a narrative. It's an emotion you evoke. It's a frequency you embody. It's how people make you feel. True luxury slows you down. It creates pause, presence, awe. It invites longing because in its presence, we remember something we forgot we were craving. And when you embody that frequency, when you move with intention, you speak with clarity, you hold your energy high, you become the myth, you become the feeling. And suddenly, people want to be near you, not because of what you have, but because of who you have become. There's a line I came across that pierced something in me. We are a mirror in which other people project their longing for transcendence. Let me repeat that. We are a mirror in which other people project their longing for transcendence. And when it comes to luxury, this is the truth that no one talks about. Luxury is never just about the thing. It's about the self people believe they'll become when they have it. And you become the mirror. You become the myth they want to live inside. You walk into the room with presence, and suddenly they see a version of themselves they forgot was possible. Not because you're flashy, but because you're anchored. Because you're not performing. You are radiating. Because you've done the work to be emotionally coherent, and coherence is magnetic. This is where luxury meets soul. Because spiritual business isn't about crystals and captions. It's about clarity of self. It's about being so aligned, so energetically precise that people don't just want your services. They want your self-respect. They want the peace you carry. They want the standards you live by, and they want the identity you've reclaimed. You're not just selling your product. You're selling the woman who no longer abandons herself. And when you live from that place, when you know your energy is the offering, you become unforgettable. So how do you become the luxury? Not in theory, but in practice, in real life. It's in the daily curation of your experience. Things like saying no without apology, leaving the room when the energy doesn't match your standards. That's a very big one. Taking the extra 10 minutes to put on a scent that reminds you who you are. This is very powerful. I think we often neglect the power of scent, the power of fragrance, and its effect on our brains. Moving slowly, choosing deliberately. Someone who is grounded in their self and their self-respect does not feel the need to rush to satisfy someone else. They do not feel the need to choose quickly. They choose deliberately. They speak less. I can't talk. They speak less and they trust more. They connect with that inner voice and they make decisions, they make choices, they speak from that grounded center so that they do trust more as a natural byproduct of connecting to their center, of connecting to their true, authentic self, of remembering they hold their own value. It's not something they buy, it's something they choose to remember. Luxury isn't loud, it's not trying to be chosen. It already chooses itself. Every action becomes a whisper to the universe. I know who I am, I know what I'm worth, and I know how I move. And that's what people feel. That's what they're drawn to, and that's what they buy into. In our closing reflection, I want you to take a moment to set your intention and make some decisions now in advance of how you will move through the world as luxury. Walk like you are the luxury. Speak like your presence is a gift. Decide you are the final authority on your life. You're not just selling a vision, you're becoming a vision. You're not waiting to be validated. You're mirroring back what others didn't know they were longing for. You are the story they want to enter. You are the space they want to expand into. You are the luxury. And now I'd like to invite you to join me in a reflection moment. Slow down and take a breath with me. Breathe in and breathe out. And ask yourself, if I already knew I was the luxury, how would I move through the day? And remember, we said luxury is not something you buy. It's not a label. It's not a brand name. It's not square footage. That kind of luxury is a myth. It's a narrative and it's emotion you evoke. So these luxury brands, they're creating an emotion. They're evoking an emotion within you. That brand, for example, they're embodying that frequency of luxury. It's how you make people feel. And so when we embody that frequency, when we move with intention, when we speak with clarity, and we hold our energy high, we naturally become the myth. We naturally become the feeling. And that's what is so attractive to people. That's what's so attractive to these luxury brands. People think they can just buy objects and suddenly they're perceived as luxury. And maybe in a photo, maybe in an Instagram reel or in a TikTok, they might be able to pull that off. But in real life, it's a frequency that we choose to remember that we have. It's a decision to remember that we are worthy, that we already are a part of that energy. It's not about a performance. It's about radiating. It's about being anchored. It's about when other people witness that in you, it becomes extremely attractive, magnetically, and also just aspirationally, people want to live from that place. And so when you have a spiritual business, or if you want to operate your business from that place, that's where luxury meets soul. It's about your clarity of self. It's about clarity of your purpose. It's about seeing the golden thread where all your interests come together to create something that is from you, that you project out or that you offer out into the world. And that becomes unforgettable. That becomes a true luxury. So again, if I already knew I was the luxury, how would I move through today? If you can't write this down in your journal, maybe make a note to come back to it, or perhaps you just take a moment to reflect on what comes up. And let it shape how you show up today or how you show up tomorrow if you're listening to this at night. But let it start shaping your intention for your presence in this world. And before we close, I want to just share a quick note from my heart to yours that if this episode spoke to you, if you're in a season of remembering your worth, reclaiming your voice, and becoming the woman you know you're meant to be, then the Powerhouse Handbook was written for you. It is, I'm so excited, now available on Amazon as of yesterday. And to celebrate, I'm inviting the first 100 women who purchased the book to a complimentary Powerhouse launch circle. It's on Sunday, August 24th. It's a live, intimate Zoom experience where we'll reflect, connect, and rise together. The book is only $14.95, and this is a complimentary ticket for an hour-long event that I feel will be not just a fun celebration for a little milestone for myself, but also a way for us to come together and have an experience that I believe will be transformative and grounding. So you'll find the link to grab your copy and RSVP in the show notes. I can't wait to see your name on that list, babe. And on that note, I want to say, sending you so much love from New York. Mwah.